Welcome to the Curry 2.0 carafe hack. And that's the most important one because unless your regular single cup is broken, you wouldn't buy a carafe. The carafe is so that you don't need two coffee makers. You can see I only have the one. So right away everybody found out that if you don't have the Keurig coffee cup, K-cups, you're going to get this signature, okay? So there's different ways to overcome that. You could tape this on here, and what this is, it's the machine needs to read that it's a legal K-cup, which is right this edging here. So there's different ways you would tack this on top, which does work, but I found out the carafe top is good for everything. So I just took that label, left it completely intact. It's like plastic with that little lip at the top, so I can just hang it, and you can take any K-cup and boom, you can brew. Now you can choose different sizes. The strong setting, what it does is actually pushes the water through slower, the slower pace, so you get a strong cup of coffee, and that's important for the carafe hack. All right. Also, you know, as you saw out there, to brew your own regular K-cup, you can get these cups at Walmart or online. Fits right in there. And then, like I said, the old ways, you could put something on there. You can put the ring around it, but this fits perfectly. You don't need tape. You don't need rubber bands like the rest. You just put that on there, and you can brew your own cup of coffee. So watching these other experiments to make larger size coffee, you can put this contraption in there. Which is, it's an extra lip. That's what the carafe does. That extra lip makes it bigger, so the brewer knows to make a cup of coffee. But interesting enough, it's also what view tips are made. So the difference is where a K-cup, goes in through the top and push the water out through the bottom hole. A view cup, which actually makes a hole in the center, pushes the water up and out. So that's where I got the idea for the carafe, because if this is a view cup and you could brew your own view cup, they must make a view cup. And they did. This is the Solo, V1 Solo cup. Okay. Now the reason you would need this for the carafe is, you can see a single size carafe cup, K-cup wouldn't make it. It's not quite the right size. So you get a pretty weak carafe. So this is as close as you can get it. Now what I found out was that inside this carafe is a plastic center. So as I went along, this is why it's an updated video, is you need this to brew a stronger cup of coffee, because if you look closely, it's got tiny little holes there. I don't know why it's not focusing, to push the water out. So basically it makes the same amount of coffee. I'm going to try and do this with one hand. 2 to 3 cups. There's 1 full scoop. I use Folgers coffee. You put that in there, tap it down because you want to get it tight. Now normally I first was closing it and then I brewed my carafe. Now the problem with that is it wasn't strong enough. So that's where I found you need the center. Now if you put this in the center, it's not going to line up for the lid to close perfectly. So you just want, well, it did that time. So it'll hit the edges. So you want to put a little bit angle. And once you press that down, so we took 1 scoop from our regular coffee, okay? Put the center from the cup in there. Whoop. And it's not gonna. I'm gonna get the coffee back out. Okay. And we can take it, put that in the machine, and then we'll take our hack label, which the Freedom cup I sent away from it for it. Freedom clip actually is a clip that would snap in with this reader, and it would, you know, read anything. But you still need the carafe cup and everything else. So now we're all set. You get the carafe. There's a little indentation at the bottom. There's a little stick out on the bottom of the carafe. Where is it? There you go. Right there. So that fits right into there. And you just press the button. Now you can choose whatever. If you want it really strong, you make 2 to 3 cups. I don't think it'll make 4 to 5 cups. So my family's approved 3 to 4 setting. I brewed that, and it brews much faster than a percolator. So you could do 2 or 3s at the same time. And like I said, this one scoop, 3 of these would make 12 cups out of my coffee pot maker. So if I do this 3 times, I'll have the same 12 cups of coffee. So that's how you brew your own carafe. Let me know your feedback. And if I need to do the video a little bit slower. Any questions? Oh, I did forget to mention that on this view cup that I bought, the solo cup, is that the lid is too high. It's about 1/4 inch higher, so I ground it down with a Dremel. Because if I tried to sand 1/4 inch off this plastic, it wouldn't make it. So the problem, the machine wouldn't work because it was too thick. It wouldn't close properly. As you can see, it's closed fine, it's brewing fine, there's no problems whatsoever. So again, just put any comments in there. If you like it or dislike it, let me know why. And thank you for following along, and enjoy your carafes of coffee.